Lesson 11. The Star Meaning. The star is one of the most uplifting cards in the tarot. It represents hope, healing, renewal, faith, and divine guidance after a difficult period. Following the upheaval of the tower, the star reminds us that healing is possible and that the universe is always guiding us toward our highest good. This card encourages you to trust the journey, believe in brighter days ahead, and reconnect with your authentic self. It symbolizes emotional and spiritual restoration, reminding you that your light has never gone out. It has simply been waiting to shine again. Key meanings: upright and reversed. Upright: hope and optimism. Healing and emotional recovery. Divine guidance. Inspiration and purpose. Renewal and peace. Authenticity. Faith in the future. Spiritual awakening. Reversed: loss of hope. Discouragement. Emotional exhaustion. Feeling disconnected from your purpose. Lack of faith. Self-doubt. Delayed healing. Difficulty trusting the universe. Symbolism. The woman. Vulnerability, authenticity, and openness to healing. The large star, divine guidance, inspiration, and your higher purpose. 7 smaller stars. The 7 chakras and spiritual alignment. Water poured onto the land. Healing the physical world through action. Water poured into the pool. Emotional and spiritual nourishment. Bird in the tree. Freedom, higher consciousness, and divine messages. Night sky. Hope that shines even in darkness. Love. The star is an incredibly positive card for relationships. It represents emotional healing, forgiveness, trust, and hope for the future. If you've experienced heartbreak, this card suggests your heart is healing and becoming open to love once again. For existing relationships, the star encourages honest communication, vulnerability, and building a deeper emotional connection. Reversed: healing may still be taking place. Old wounds, disappointment, or fear of trusting again could be preventing emotional intimacy. Career. Career-wise, the star indicates inspiration, creativity, and renewed motivation. You may discover work that aligns with your soul's purpose or finally feel recognized for your authentic talents. This card is excellent for artists, healers, teachers, musicians, spiritual workers, and anyone pursuing meaningful work. Reversed: feeling uninspired, uncertain about your career direction, or doubting your abilities. Finances. Financially, the star suggests gradual improvement and renewed confidence. Although it may not indicate sudden wealth, it points toward long-term stability through wise decisions and optimism. Reversed: temporary financial worries caused by fear or pessimism rather than actual lack. Spiritual growth. The star is one of the most spiritual cards in the tarot. It reminds you that healing happens when you surrender control and trust divine timing. This card encourages meditation, prayer, manifestation, gratitude, and reconnecting with your soul's purpose. It asks, can you trust the universe even before you see the outcome? Tips for interpretation. The star often appears after a difficult life lesson. It reminds us that healing takes time. Focus on hope instead of fear. Trust your intuition and divine guidance. Allow yourself to receive support. Authenticity attracts your highest path. Questions to ask during a reading. Where is the universe asking me to have more faith? What part of me is ready to heal? How can I reconnect with hope? Am I trusting divine timing? What dreams am I being guided toward? How can I become my authentic self? Practical exercise. Healing letter. Write a letter to yourself from your future healed self. Include, what have you overcome? What wisdom did the journey teach you? What would your future self say to comfort you today? What are you grateful for now? Read the letter every morning for 1 week. Lesson summary. The star teaches that every ending eventually leads to a new beginning. Even after life's greatest storms, hope returns. Healing is not about becoming someone new. It is remembering who you have always been. When you surrender fear, trust divine timing, and allow yourself to receive love, your inner light naturally begins to shine again. The star reminds us that the universe has never stopped guiding us. Music connection. The star, the chaser. Healing, surrender, hope. By Synthesized Souls. This song beautifully reflects the energy of the star and the healing phase of the twin flame journey. It tells the story of the chaser, who finally stops pursuing, surrenders to divine timing, and discovers that true love begins with self-love. Through hope, healing, and trust in the universe, the song mirrors the star's message that what is meant for you will arrive when you are aligned with your authentic self. Homework. Throughout this week, spend 5 minutes each evening writing down 3 things that gave you hope. Practice 1 act of self-care every day.